OPSO training division. We're about to do what's called a closeout ceremony. Y'all know throughout this week we've been dealing with accreditation, going through the accreditation process, and also being audited by an auditing body. So right now we're looking to do some things different, but I can't share the story or all the information because I want these gentlemen to kind of explain what it is that they've done, where we are, and what it took us to even get there. So without further ado, we're going to start this closeout ceremony.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today is Friday, November 15, 2024. This is your initial audit for the Orleans Parish Training Academy and Professional Development. I want to first start off on behalf of myself as well as ACA. Thank you, and I appreciate you allowing us to come in as representative of ACA to look at your policy, look at your procedures. Yes, it is very intrusive. You're doing your normal job while we're here, and we're asking you for documentation for the file, and we're going up in your academy classes, speak with the recruits. So I thank you for that, giving us that time to do that. Being accredited, it puts you in another category. You're with the elite. It just puts you a step higher. It's a lot of work to do it. Just to give you an understanding, the American Correctional Association sets forth some standards. Specifically, there's 13 mandatory standards, there's 96 non-mandatory standards that we look at. I'm going to go over the ones I covered, and Randy will go over his, just to give you a brief overview of what we look at. We're looking at your policies, your procedures, your proofs of compliance, documentation in the files to show us that you do it, along with us walking around and touring the facility and looking at your emergency exits, your fire extinguishers, your armory, your key cabinets. So it's a long, arduous process. I think it's a great idea. The sheriff wants to take that challenge and become accredited for your facility, put you at the top of the list here in the state of Louisiana. You should all be proud of yourselves for what you're doing. They always say the next accreditation starts the day you walk out the door. Just get moving on the next accreditation cycle. So the areas I covered in the manual, I did training and staff development, which is the student training progress, the correctional course content. And we spent time with the recruits today upstairs and speaking with them and trying to enlighten them on what corrections is or what accreditation is. Just give them an idea. Because once they're finished here, they're going to be going to jail, and maybe one day you'll look for accreditation in your facility, to the ALDF. I also did security and control, which is basically your facility, your armory, your security equipment, use of firearms, your policies and procedures regarding that. Your certifications of your staff that are armors and firearms instructors, all that is incorporated in files, and you met those standards. And then your safety and your emergency procedures. If you had an evacuation plan, your facility is clearly marked in your exit signs. Not only do you have a schematic in your file, as well as what we saw with whether your fire extinguishers are all up to date. And then another area that was looking at food service. But food service really doesn't apply to you because your academy doesn't maintain an on-site kitchen and dining area for the recruits. So that would be not applicable, and I'll explain that when I go over the scores. And then your sanitation, your water supply, your waste disposal, things of that sort. And then your health care, your emergency care. You have staff. Your staff are first responder certified, CPR certified, so if something were to happen, they can respond. You won't call 911. You have the AEDs here. You have the first aid kits. And those are the things that I looked at, and you have them. And I feel confident that everything is being done, the recruits are being trained properly, you're getting the right curriculum to jump into the field of corrections. So it's a nice facility. And when we talked to the major and the upper staff about things that you would need to, prove upon with the files. You have them, but we're here, outside eyes, to make you better at what you want to do and to maintain. So you should be proud of yourself. team effort. It's not one singular person. So that's the areas I've covered in my take, and I will go ahead and speak again after Randy about specifically the scores.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for their efforts that they put towards this. I was fortunate enough to be on the mock auditor that came in September, and got to see the facility in rough shape, got to see the files in rough shape, and the mock auditor simply to give them a path, give them a map of where they need to be for when they sent the real team in to do an audit. And I could see from day one when we walked in, even the day we got here, his goal was violence, he had been violent. I could see changes from the recommendations that he had made. And I mean, the staff went above and beyond from every level of staff. Maintenance did an exceptional job to upgrade the facility, to get it to standards. It was just remarkable improvement in the short time that you guys had for this. I know it was rushed, but y'all did an outstanding job. These people here in this facility, whatever help they got together to pull it together, they did an incredible job to get it to where we are today. Moving forward. I just hope that you guys continue those efforts. Like you say, we're leaving today, y'all glad to see us go, but tomorrow's day one of the real deal 3-year audit. You just gotta keep it going. So just continue to do what you guys have been doing. Y'all got the map. I'll always be here if you need a phone, call, just hit me up, if you need some advice, and I'll share that with you. I had one of the administrative type topics dealing with personnel, dealing with training, and some of the key controls, things like that. All the areas, like I say, that they were just improved, it was done. Like I talked to some of you, the students here, personnel, some of those criteria is to ensure that we're hiring qualified people, to ensure we're selecting the right people for these promotions, okay? Not just our buddies. So they got stipulations in place to ensure that the policies are in place, that the procedures are being followed, and that they're practicing all of these standards. Okay? So again, I can't commend the group for the change. He didn't get to see the change, but I did, and it's just remarkable the job that these guys did in such a short time to get this place of where he's going to go and say that these standards were. I'll just tell you, keep in mind, 2 and 22. That's my numbers from a couple months ago. 2 and 22. When he gives you some final numbers, that'll show you where they were and where they are today. And congratulations and thanks for the job. Kudos to all y'all that got a hand in it.
Starts from the line staff all the way up to the sheriff. And Randy had told me he was here earlier, and getting the facility ready, maintenance, wonderful job. You play such a integral part in the academies getting ready, in the jails getting ready. The sworn staff gets the files ready and making sure the policies and procedures are followed, but getting the building ready. Great job, what he told me, so way to keep it. All right, so what happens then is your initial, you do that. The initial certification only requires 1 year's worth of policy, proofs of compliance, 1 year's worth of these, 96 and 13 standards. 1 year's worth. Your next reaccreditation accreditation, you're going to be looking at 3 years worth. You're looking at 25, 26, and 27. More work, but we both think you have it. You have the skills to do it, the knowledge, the recommendations that we made to you based on our experience. I think if you take it, you embrace it, I think you guys will be fine moving forward. Okay, so there were 13 mandatory standards that we had to look at. You have to pass all 13. To understand if you don't pass the 13 standards, then you fail. If you can't correct it while we're here, you would fail the audit. That didn't happen here. You had 13 mandatory standards. There were 0 that were not applicable, and there were 13 applicable. You had 0 non-compliance, so you received 100% on that. Now, the non-mandatory standards, the way that works, keep in mind there's things not applicable and there's things to give you an understanding that are non-compliant. A non-applicable does not hurt you. That means the food issue was a non-applicable because you just don't have it, so they're not going to hold it against you. A standard that is non-compliant means you have a standard, you just didn't do it, you didn't have enough documentation, you're not following your policy or procedure. We as auditors have to find it non-compliant. That bumps your score, that starts to bump your score down. Okay, so there are 96 standards in the manual that are non-mandatory. 10 of them were not applicable, which doesn't affect your score, which means 86 were applicable that were in play. You had 0 that were non-compliant. You received 100%. Excellent. That is very good. You can't go any higher. You can maintain this. It's a lot of hard work. We were sitting there looking at the files. Randy would appreciate it more from the 2 and 22. And now you see what you have. You have 13 and 86. So do the math. You have nothing but upward on that. We'll get more tedious when you have to look at 3 years. But as I said at the beginning, I think you have the skills, the capabilities, the knowledge to do it and to maintain it. I really do. I see you work hard here. It seems everybody takes pride in their job. And I think that's what it takes to be successful. You take pride, you enjoy your jobs. So all I can say is myself, on behalf of ACA and me, I thank you for allowing us to come in and look at your policies and procedures as outside eyes. You need to continue to strive towards further professionalism. Just keep striving for what you're doing, the hard work. It pays off in the end. Sheriff, congratulations.
There's so much to say. There's a lot of thank yous. Perhaps just a quick second to say that. I'm just going to go by rank. So there's a couple sheriffs in the house today. I want to thank Sheriff Philby for taking on this task and really taking it to heart, helping us to drive all the way through. Thank you, Sheriff. Talent jumped into the mix at the last minute. We had some changes.
commission has the final say-so, and that's how the process works.
Can I just say one more second? We want to make sure all who worked on this, come on, Sergeant, come on up here. Awesome. First of all, big thank you to Sergeant Taylor for jumping in the mix. I know there was many late nights getting this done, and she's all over the place in the department, but a big thank you, Sergeant Taylor. Most special for that. The men and women in blue. First of all, Jason Jefferson, way to jump in this mix and make it happen. But that's what you've always admitted since I've been in office. Can do, just gonna get it done. We thank you, Director Jefferson. Men and women in blue, you do everything. The jail has to function. Our community events, whether it's grass cutting, taking care of business, and then you took this on. And you didn't just take on you. Get home run, y'all. Home run. This is also my Star Wars buddy, just in case you don't know. But Don came in from Tangipahoa to help us make this happen. We threw him into the mix really heavily at the last minute. We thank Don also. Last certainly not least, he helped us to get where we need to go. You saw where we came from 2 and 20, y'all, to nothing out of compliance. That's where we're going to be as a department. All over. So now I know you can do it. All right. So that's what we're going to do.
Real quick, y'all, real quick. Thank you both of you for your assistance with this whole process. We appreciate the guidance, the pushback, the showing us where we need to be if we weren't there about us to get there. It's really appreciated. It said something earlier. This is just the beginning of the work. We're here, but now we have to maintain it. There are things that we have to correct that we're going to, as a group, we're going to correct prior to going to the ACA conference in January to Independence. We're going to have all of that correction in place prior to that. That way when we go, we've already had a corrective action plan and we corrected the deficiencies that we need to fix. That's our goal. But I want to personally thank everybody. I had a meeting on Monday, brought in a group of folks, told them what we need to get done, produced a corrective action plan, especially for this building, gave it to you all, said go forth and do what you need to do, and you all went above and beyond, especially our maintenance staff. If you do the work that we did this week, working as well as you did together, there's no reason why we can't deal with our other issues dealing with the consent decree, y'all. Y'all did amazing. From coming in early, staying late. I didn't have to ask guys ladies and gentlemen, when I was engaging above and beyond to make sure we had everything we need to be successful. That did not go unnoticed. I didn't have to step in. I appreciate that. I appreciate the leadership that everyone has shown me. So thank you to everybody. To the team that was here early with me and late. Thank y'all. Really appreciate it. I'm glad we all jumped in and a huge team effort. Huge team effort. But we can't do it. All we can do is move forward. Let's keep this momentum. Let's keep moving forward.
All right, thank you,
This is the kind of team effort I think y'all are going to do. I came back to the
do is offer my thanks to everybody. I'm not even long. I'm just gonna say thank you. Thank you. Very appreciative, and it's honored just to be around a group of individuals that can gel together and come one common goal and get it done. I saw that this whole week. I ain't never seen it since I've been here. I'm just be honest. I saw that 1 week. If we can continue to do this, man, there's no limit to where we're going. It's the first time I saw it, it's passionate to me because I've seen it. Gotta keep it going, y'all. Keep it going. So I thank y'all. For everybody did, I need everybody to sign it for me, okay? You got my clothes out. Thank you.